conversation now.
All right, go ahead and continue.
Okay. And thirdly, the stress factors are so prevalent on so many levels in the world today that we have basically accepted them as a byproduct of the times in which we currently live. Not realizing that stress has a very, very serious negative effect on our thymus gland, which is the very gland that secretes the immune cells that fight viruses and diseases. When perpetual stress overwhelms the thymus gland, its production of immune cells or T cells will be insufficient and we will become susceptible to all kinds of sicknesses and diseases. Collectively and or individually, these factors facilitate the metabolic rise in cancer as well as other diseases. But let me say this. Although I speak about the C1N14 cure, our diet, one thing that FDA and all those profiteers who seek to capitalize off of death, they don't want the people to know that simply changing your diet, right, will simply purify your blood. And one thing I see in the beginning of this interview, when I spoke about the culprits and their intentions to strip us of our basic common sense. See, common sense, for example, say cancer. Cancer, the cellular material the cellular activity that they call cancer, which is a tumor constantly growing that don't know when to die, constantly growing and invade on your organs. They don't tell you if you change your diet, what happens is when you purify your blood, the tumor that's growing that's going to eventually kill you because it's going to grow. Your blood vascular serves as the engine or the gas necessary to fuel the growth and development of this cellular material they call a tumor. If something growing, it has to have fuel. Right. It just so happens that our blood is the fuel, but your blood has to possess a certain level of toxicity, a certain level of carcinogenic elements within your blood in order for it to be conducive for the continual proliferation of the tumor. So now if you remove all the things that saturate your blood with these toxins called carcinogens, then your blood becomes purified with nitrates and it automatically deaccelerates the oxygen factor, within the causative agent of cancer. You know what I'm saying? So automatically it disrupts the ionic charge that fuels or that drives the tumor. So now if we don't have a conducive gas system or fuel system to continuous proliferation, then it's going to stop growing. And once it stops growing, then your body will metabolize the cellular material, or you can get it removed, through operation. But it will not kill you because, again, cancer is a tumor that continue to grow to the point where it invades on your other organs, eventually killing you. Right. So again, if a car, for example, is coming towards you, a car is going to run you down and kill you.
Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Chester.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
Once that car run out of gas, or you poke a hole in the gas tank, or you replace the gas with water, right? Now, that fluid that's in the gas tank doesn't possess the chemical elements necessary to serve as a driving force.
Right.
You can't call it gas if it's water, or you put orange juice in the tank.
Right.
It lacks the chemical components to be identified as gas or classified as gas or fuel. Therefore, the car will not move. That's the same thing applies with cancer. All right, let's move on.
Okay. So reading the text, I cannot help but to think that you're very critical of the medical establishment. What I would like to know is, do you believe that everyone in the medical establishment are corrupt, incompetent, or in some sort of conspiracy?
Well, let me say this. The gravity of history implores me to be critical of anything that will potentially have a significant effect on my life and the lives of the people in general. To be critical is to look deeply into a situation, looking beyond the surface for the underlying cause. So yes, I am very critical of the medical establishment. However, I personally know for a fact that everyone in the medical establishment is not part of some vast conspiracy.
This is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Chester. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
To keep the masses of the world suffering from diseases and viruses, nor is everyone in the medical field conspiring to keep people from the truth about the metabolic factor of health and sickness. The undeniable reality is that there are countless physicians, health advisors, and hometown doctors, as well as nurses, who know full well of several holistic health methods that are 10 times better and more effective than virtually any pharmaceutical drug you could ever name. And keep in mind, when we talk about pharmaceutical drugs, you know, a lot of times, again, when you live in a capitalistic society, that primary focus is on capitalizing financially, then those who pride themselves off of being a capitalist in that capacity, they don't think about the ramifications or the detriment of their capitalistic ambitions. So the pharmaceutical company, when they taking these natural elements and breaking them down, right, breaking this genetic material, these plants down, that's medicinal, and now they want to preserve them for the shelf time, so they can capitalize. They add preservatives. So the preservatives, though they may be curative elements within these pills, right, there's also detrimental because the preservatives on 9 times out of 10 are carcinogenic. And even without the preservatives, like tobacco is a plant, but once you break it down, when you put a match to it, it becomes a carcinogen, a causative agent of cancer, because it's nothing in your system that's hotter than that flame. So when you light tobacco on fire, why do it become a carcinogen? Because the smoke that you inhale, that genetic material that's now burnt, it's nothing in your system that can metabolize that genetic material. So it sits in your cells unmetabolized, and it takes on its own hyperaccelerated ionic charge, and it binds with other molecules of the light. And this is how a tumor is started. Okay, let me continue with this answer. The undeniable reality is that there are countless of, I already read that part. Not to say that these minds are not directly involved in the revamped prevalent holistic movement going on worldwide. It's just that you wouldn't know of them unless you actually sought them out. Many of these established medical professionals make their livelihood helping people get well and will prefer to treat people's sicknesses in a natural, holistic manner, yet are in most cases prevented from doing so due to either the medical profiteers, ever-present threat of consequences and retaliation for straying from FDA-approved, however counterproductive methods, or due to the general population's false belief that complex chemical concoctions that they call medications are what is required to help them. A belief fed to them through the multifaceted propaganda campaign and media materials of medical profiteers. As I stated once before, good health is not the multi-billion-dollar per year business. Sickness is. Our sickness is profitable to the medical profiteers. Their motto is, why cure you of sickness when it is more profitable to constantly charge you money to treat you for the sickness? For those medical professionals who function with integrity in their duties and who don't live by that motto, who would prefer to actually cure people than treat people, being able to truly help someone may very well cause them to lose their livelihood. Yet and still, they are out there.
Well, okay, so in conclusion, I want to thank you. I want for the interview. I'm looking forward to reading the future books that the Fringe Research team intends to put out. I'm just blown out, so I'm a little tongue-tied. We got to educate ourselves. And it's right here in the Fringe station.
get into before we conclude. You know, you said something in the beginning of the interview. You said we the people have to declare war on cancer. That's a very serious and necessary statement indeed in the times that we live in. You know, we can't allow ourselves to continue to be duped, you know, and locking ourselves into the restrictions of the medical profiteers that are continually profiting off of our diseases, and more importantly, profiting off of our ignorance. You see, because if you don't know these things, you know, if you feel there's no alternative body of information, right, then you can continue to be led to the slaughterhouse. You can continue to be led like cattle.
Absolutely.
But no doubt, we, the people, we don't have the luxury of waiting. Every time we look up somebody is dying from cancer or AIDS or some other RNA-oriented virus, you know, for years, since Arthur Ashe passed away of AIDS, how many times we turn on TV and we hear HIV, AIDS, but we never hear the underlying causes of this virus, which is lipoprotein developed RNA material. If they wanted the people to really understand what this virus is, that's the first thing they would say. You Google what is HIV and AIDS, they're going to say lipoprotein enveloped RNA material. Why don't they speak about that? Because once you start talking about RNA, somebody will say, well, what is RNA? Once you know what RNA is, then you can look for the counter. The counterbalancer. What is RNA? Where's RNA located at? Like, for example, if you look at AIDS or HIV, the virus, you actually ask yourself, what is the underlying cause? Then you can ask yourself, well, why would the creator create this micromolecule called HIV? Where would it be conducive at? Then you ask yourself, well, for example, when someone passed, you put the human organism into the dirt. The dirt has micromolecules that's programmed to break down the proteins in the body. Mm-hmm. Right? This is the natural process of decaying. Mm-hmm. So if you study soil biochemistry like I have done, I realized that the HIV virus actually is located right in the dirt. This is why when a dog dies, the human body, the protein in the human body is broken down by the micromolecules and the microorganisms that's in the dirt. Now, if someone introduced that micromolecule into your blood vascular, it's still going to do what it's programmed to do, to seek out proteins and repulse the nitrogen out of the protein, mm-hmm. breaking it down to a micromolecule. That's called HIV or AIDS. So if it breaks down your T cells, which is CD4 protein, it's going to teach your T cells. Now you're going to have an acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. The immune system is going to be insufficient to fight any disease. So all the opportunistic diseases is going to kill you. This is what they say you have full-blown AIDS. So the point is this. Yes, we do have to declare war on viruses and diseases. We the people. That's a powerful concept. And the Fringe Papers, the Fringe Papers is the first shot that we're going to fire in this Fringe revolution. But cancer, right now, is the most aggressive enemy to the people today. So that's what we have to first and foremost declare war on. Thank you.
Well, again, we all conclude. We thank you, Brother General, for speaking out on your behalf, expressing your.
Have 1 minute left.
Which is available on Libris.com, Amazon.com, Barnes and Noble. Grab it, educate yourself.
Okay. Stay tuned for part 2 and part 3 of the book. The next book that's coming is called The Fringe Files. And the last book is The Fringe Philosophy.
All right.
So stay tuned.
Thank you. Thank you.
Power to the people.
The caller has hung up.